why do I call this Agentic BI and not just generative BI? And for this, I quickly take a sidestep to what Google calls it. Google defines Agentic AI as something that can perceive, reason, and plan, take actions, and use the feedback and learning to do this loop themselves. You don't have to do the planning, it will do it for you. You don't have to do the reasoning, it will do it for you. You give it a task, it is able to check a complex goal and move towards it. This is what Agentic BI typically conceptually looks like. You get a question in, it ends up at your orchestrator, the one that does sort of the intent classification. You're asking a question about X, Y, Z, and it has a bunch of tools underneath that it can iteratively use. It can go to the bottom and ask, in order to solve this question, what kind of schemas, tables, columns would I need? Hopefully you have any kind of metadata documentation, because otherwise forget about Agentic BI as a start. And based off of the schemas that it gets, it can go towards a SQL query step, which is a text to SQL. You have this schema, you have this question, please generate the appropriate SQL statement that I need. And then you can execute it and you get the data back. And then finally, once you get the correct data, well, you need to still answer the question and provide the supporting evidence to answer the question. The tables, the charts, the figures. That's why you have typically sort of like a data analyst little agent in there, which is able to get data, get question, provide an answer. So this is typically what an Agentic BI sort of architecture looks like, and you can have multiple layers of this. It can be very fancy, but in the end, it all boils down to this.